Hi everyone and welcome to my home gym. Today I'll be conducting a 6-month review on my GR8FLEX. We'll start off with a brief overview of the unit, check out the attachments, view the integrity of the Glideboard, and we'll conclude with a performance test to see how it's holding up. A little background, I purchased this unit in December of 21 after extensive research which included comparisons to the Total Gym Fit, the Total Gym XLS, and my Total Gym 1700 Club, which I've had for 15 years now, working out on it off and on. And I concluded that, there's plenty of value for the price. I paid only about $600 at the time with a couple of discounts. The white, tan, and red, white, and blue models are for $698, and this one specifically, along with a Kevlar camo, are for $738. So they've appreciated quite a bit. It also comes with attachments galore, so lots of value for the price. So I work out on this unit at least 3 times a week in 30 to 45 minute sessions, so it's had its share of usage. And I do make it a habit to wipe down the machine and disinfect it after every use. Alright, let's jump right in. Here we have the squat stand, and I put it to test by doing jump squats in my workouts. Its weakest point is probably down here in the bottom of the legs, and it seems to be holding up nicely. It doesn't seem bent. Personally, I weigh about 175 pounds, and I do utilize the resistance bands, and matter of fact, I did upgrade to the 90-pound resistance bands. In some cases, I'll use a weighted vest to intensify my workouts. Here we have the Easy Bar, which I use for bicep, tricep, chest, and even back exercises. And what we're looking for here is discoloration or just damage to the handles itself. The grips are holding up quite nicely. It's really quality material to the touch. Here we have the ab accessory. I use these every so often, but for ab workouts, I really prefer my squat rack for leg raises or standard crunches on the machine. As you can see, there's some dust on these pieces of equipment. They don't really get a lot of attention, but good quality, same grip as the Easy Bar. Here we have the leg pulley system. Now, I haven't used this piece of equipment much, but I do intend to add it to my exercises. It's good for leg extensions, leg curls, and even hip extensions to target your glutes. Here we have the dip bar, which is pretty much new. Same material as the Easy Bar. I'll use this every so often to target my triceps. Here we have the wing bar attachment, and I pretty much use this in every session, from pull-ups to chin-ups to even push-ups. As much as it's been used, it's really holding its quality. Here's a closer look at one of the pulleys, along with the cable. This carabiner clip does not come standard with the unit, but I do recommend putting them on. It's easier to switch out equipment. This is an aftermarket swivel, and I can do a video in the future and explain why I use it. It was essentially an idea from another channel. These handles are pretty comfortable in my opinion. I've really never had any issues with them. Here's a look at the left handle, same setup as the right. Here we have the cell phone stand. And surprisingly, I actually use this more than I thought I would. Here we have the safety pin, and this actually became a nuisance. As you can see, the hose are not lined up with the tower and what's inside. I can explain more with this spring-loaded knob. See, when I pull the spring out, I have to lift up the tower for it to, lock into place. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I'm just hoping it's just a defect on this specific unit and not all of them. Here we have a close-up on the tower. It actually has 15 levels. At the time of filming, I had it on the 14th level. The steel that's used on this machine is really good quality. The welding on it's pretty good. Not really cracking or anything. Here's a bottom view of the resistance bands, and like I mentioned, these are aftermarket. They don't come standard. I've got the 225s, which are purple, and the 220s, which are blue. They're pretty easy to put on. The issue comes when you take them off or when they're sitting in its holster, and I'll explain more right now. Notice how I'm taking off the first one, everything's fine. It becomes cumbersome when you drop one, and I'll explain right here. Notice how I'm gonna have to fish it off from the side of the sliding bench and to put it back in place. Here's a little shake test, and actually one of them comes off, one of the 20-pounders. Here's a successful shake test, but I think I was being a little too lenient. It's really not a deal breaker for me because most of my exercises are in control. Here we have a close-up of the rails and the rollers. You can see they're kind of broken in. And like I mentioned, after every workout, I wipe down these rails. The middle pulley system. It's a bigger carabiner in the middle, which you expect. That's where most of the load's being held. All right, we got a close-up of the Glideboard. Really good stitching. The quality of, or the material really on this Glideboard is pretty reliable. I mean, I stand on this Glideboard. I'll kneel down on it, as you'll see at the end of this video. And one thing that really sticks out to me about the material of this Glideboard is its ability to grip your body. You know, if you're sitting down on it, kneeling down, standing on it, you can be rest assured that you're not going to slip in any way. You'll have leverage, you know, in your workouts. All right, here we have the performance tests on the GR8FLEX. I'll be doing some rows on my knees. And, you know, considering the leggings, my body stays put on the Glideboard. That material really does grab on. Absolutely no sliding. This machine is very smooth, which I think is a good thing. You know, comparing from when I purchased it 6 months ago to today, I really don't see any difference in the quality or the performance of the unit. You know, when using the GR8FLEX, it really makes the workouts fun, but most importantly, challenging. You know, with the 15 levels and its ability to utilize resistance bands, I personally think that it can add range in your fitness journey. With its potential to target all the major muscles of the body, it makes this type of equipment unique. One thing to note, before I purchased a GR8FLEX, I asked myself, is the value that the machine offers worth the price compared to the competition? And if you're in the market for one of these, I think you should be asking yourself the same thing. That's it, everyone. If you have any questions, please contact me in the comment section, and feedback is always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and God bless.